Welcome back to the channel for the Game Week 3 Players to Buy video. In case you haven't been following along, each week this season, we are ranking the players with the most expected points in each game week, according to their positions. This'll hopefully help you choose who to place the armband on, and which players to target. Many different paid FPL sites contributed to these projections. So let's get started. We'll begin with our projections for the goalkeepers. Despite letting in 3 goals against West Ham in the previous game, Sanchez remains top among keepers in the upcoming game week. Over the last 2 games, Chelsea failed to keep any clean sheets, allowing 4 goals from 25 shots conceded. Luton Town, the side with the 3rd lowest expected goals figure in the league, is up next for Chelsea. So, I'll keep faith in Chelsea's defence, especially with back-to-back home meetings against early relegation favourites Luton and Nottingham Forest in game weeks 3 and 4, then trips to Bournemouth, Fulham and Burnley before the second international break. Although Onana ranks 7th among goalkeepers for the upcoming game, I wouldn't advise you to go out and acquire him if you don't already have him, especially considering that the next 2 games for United are against Arsenal and Brighton in game weeks 4 and 5, with Brentford and Manchester City away fixtures not too far down the road. Ederson is 4th in the predictions and could be a decent buy after Man City kept 2 clean sheets in a row. Looking at the goalkeepers' saves odds for the forthcoming game week, it's actually Thomas Kaminski who leads the projections, with 5.1 expected saves. Luton will travel to Stamford Bridge as they'll face Chelsea, who produced 27 shots over 2 games. Even though many managers are getting frustrated with Jordan Pickford, he's projected to have a decent week. The defense is up next, and over the next 6 games, Chilwell is expected to amass 26.8 FPL points. Against West Ham, he took 2 shots, made 2 key passes, and most importantly, was back in taking set pieces. Notably, in Chelsea's last game, he was subbed at the 60th mark. There's a 52% probability that Chelsea will keep a clean sheet in this game week, so if you don't have him, now's the time. It doesn't shock me that Estupiñán is also expected to score highly when Brighton host the Hammers. He's produced 18 points after 2 rounds, thanks to his 3 attacking returns, despite Brighton's lack of clean sheets. Another intriguing fact is that over the next 8 game weeks, Manuel Akanji is projected to score 23 points. With John Stones possibly out up till the international break, it's possible that he now has assured playing time. It's projected that Phil Foden will rack up the most points in midfield during this game week, with 6.5. His 9 chances created this season are the most of any player in the league, 7 of which came against Newcastle. Since City's bench is so thin, he's guaranteed regular playing time against Sheffield, the team with the 3rd most shots conceded in the league. Saka is expected to score 5.5 points this week, which is the 2nd most among all midfielders. But instead of Saka, it was Martin Odegaard who stepped up to take the penalty. Suddenly, this might lower his ownership, as he's owned by 66.5% of managers. Although, to be fair, his 18 touches inside the box do place him 4th among all players. Fulham gave up 6.08 expected goals in their last 2 games, which is the most in the league. Keep this in mind if you are thinking of replacing him. Bookmakers have Manchester City favourites to score the most goals in this game week at 2.9. Consider Phil Foden, Julian Alvarez, and Jack Grealish as possible buys for the upcoming game week. The assist odds at the betting sites have Bruno in 3rd place, with 38%. It's possible he'll eventually reward his owner's patience, having avoided FPL points in the previous 2 games. Over the next 6 games, Son is projected to score 34.3, but he's yet to deliver any returns. Though, he may prove to be a worthwhile investment if you need to cover Tottenham's attack in their next games. Let's take a look at the forwards, where things get interesting. Haaland is expected to average 7.5 points, while Visser has the second highest projected points among forwards, with 25.5 over the next 6 games, and he certainly deserves it. After 3 returns, he amassed an own penalty XG of 1.08. Brentford's upcoming ties against Crystal Palace and Bournemouth presents a superb opportunity for him to continue his scoring form under Thomas Frank. When looking at the odds for goal scorers, we see that Nicholas Jackson is rated third at 49%. If you have Joao Pedro in your squad, now is the time to jump on him. Interestingly, Edin Nketiah, who've recently contributed an assist in Arsenal's last game, is also on the list. It'll be intriguing to see whether Mikel Arteta keeps him in the starting lineup. Eduard has scored 1 goal so far this season, but he is projected to get 21.7 over the upcoming 6 games. He's $1 million cheaper than Eze, so if you're looking for a differential, he might be a great value. Overall, Haaland, Saka and Foden are predicted to amass the highest point totals this week, with Haaland being the best candidate for a captaincy. 5 players in my team make it in the top 10 assets for the upcoming game week. Thus, I'm leaning to roll my transfer and use it in game week 4. With a favourable matchup against Nottingham Forest on paper, I'm sticking with my United assets. If you like this series, let us know in the comments section below. Please do subscribe to our channel, as it helps the channel grow. Also, we've updated the prizes on our mini league, so be sure to join. See you in the next video.